What's up, fraggers? Welcome to the Frag Cave at UK Reef Official. One of the recurring feedbacks from the first video was a lack of close-up, so I put this one together so you can see all of the detail of the fragging of this beautiful colony of utter chaos. Let's get fragging. Right, so first again, we're going to look at this, see what the best path to take through this colony is. Alright, so I'm seeing some big polyps on the top. Seeing some around the side. Yeah, I think we'll start at this side here. We'll take this guy out, then we'll take this pair here and this one here. Okay, let's do it. Right, so I'm going to take my scalpel and I'm going to come in and try and take a slither of the rock again so we're not harming the polyp itself. There we go. Excellent, yeah, that's come off lovely. Right, so we'll take him, pop him in our water bath. The water bath, incidentally, I've put a little bit of iodine in there just to help them heal should they get cut. Right, so let's go in here. Oh, we've got a little indent in the rock. Ah, there we go. And we'll try and take this one next to it as well. Go, she's coming off lovely. Brilliant, lovely pair of utter chaos there. I'll try and keep it focused for you. Right, let's pop them into the water bath. Right, let's have a look at this pair here. They don't seem very well attached. I think they may be from where the original super glue was used. Ah, see? This will be the original colony that they stuck on this frag tile here, and they've just grown over, or maybe they put two on from the look of it. Right, so let's go back to this one here and try and get underneath him there. There we go, lovely. Straight into the iodine bath. Well, you've got to work out where to grip these as well. You don't want to squash any polyps while you're trying to hold the rock or the plug or whatever. So we're working underneath that one there. Oh, he's got a little pup on him. Little bonus. There you go. There's a little vermitid snail as well there. That's good to get off. Right. Come to this pair here. He's actually growing around the corner a little. So what I need to do is try and get under it from that side. Hey, beautiful. You see that little copepod on my fingers? That's the sign of a healthy reef. There we go. Another couple of polyps, utter chaos. Right. This guy here all on his own. So again, slide that scalpel underneath, cut into the rock. There we go, another one gone. Just going to put that little pod back into the water as well. Maybe he'll survive. Right. Oh wow, look at the size of that vermitid snail. He's actually got an utter chaos growing on the end of it. See? So what we'll do, I think, is we'll cut the tube. There we go. Lots of vermitid snails in this one. I'm glad that's in the quarantine tank and not in my main tank. Right, so we've got some connective tissue on this one, just in here. So we're going to cut through that. And we're going to work our way along to this one here. I do need some singles of utter chaos, so I'm going to take this one down here, cut the connective tissue between the two, and then cut back towards where I originally started cutting. There we go. Right. See if there's any connective tissue between these two. Yep, there's a little bit there. So it'll cut through that. There we go. Ah, slipped. See, sometimes happens when you're cutting these polyps. You can't quite get underneath, or your blade slips, but it'll survive. It'll be absolutely fine. Just taking a little bit longer to recover. Right, now we've got 1, 2, 3 pups, a small polyp and a large polyp. So what we'll try and do is take those off in one hit. So I'm going to come around the flap here, and I'm going to come along this flat surface here. I'm going to try not to slip. Right, so that's clear, and then we're going to come along this flap. Just try and cut in very carefully. There we go. Lovely little colony of 2 polyps and 3 pups. There we go. And then we can discard this old frag plug that's covered in vermitid snails. Right, I'm going to put the main colony back into the quarantine. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then we're going to glue up the rest of these lovely utter chaos. Right, I'm back. So first thing, we're going to clean down, get rid of any chance of palytoxin. Plus try and keep the board nice and clean. It's always best to work in a clean environment. That can go in the bin. Right, so we've got our frag plug rack loaded with new acrylic flag plugs. Right. And not the camera. Right, let's get these glued up and ready to accept these lovely frags. Again, we want to put the glue dead in the centre of the plug, because we want the most presentable plugs to be able to sell. If you glue them off to one side, they look messy. You know, people are less inclined to buy them. Don't know what you get in the rest of the world, but here, retail prices, we get about £10 for a frag of utter chaos, especially nice looking ones like these. Right, so we're going to take our tweezers, centre this up a bit better, get ourselves some towel, and we're going to take our frags of utter chaos here. We're going to dab the base, take any excess water off, and we're going to sit it down nice and centred in the middle of that plug. As you can see, it doesn't always go to plan. There you go. My next polyp. There's a single and a pup. Dab the excess water off again. Pop them down into the middle. Single mother and 2 pups again. I don't actually charge for the pups. You know, if they've got pups on it, it's a bonus for the customer. It's nice to get something for free. Right, next, single one. They are a bit slippery sometimes, a bit difficult to get hold of, and you've got to be careful not to crush them as well. And if you crush them, it's going to take them a lot longer to recover. You'll have higher losses. You know, at the minute I run on about 5% loss. And of that loss, it generally is the ones that are either cut through or I accidentally slip with the scalpel and you know, nick the body. You generally know when you've made a mistake. Right, let's put our colony of 2 there. Oh, and a little pup as well, that's a nice surprise. So keep going. This is the one with 3 heads and 2 pups. Again, nice and centered on the plug. Keep it nice and neat. I find it harder to put the singles on, especially if they're a little bit on the small side of life. You know, but if you think this is difficult, you wait until we start doing the micro Zoas. Jeez, I need my magnifying glasses on for that. Right, we're getting there, nearly there. We've got 3 small Zoas to go. If you can hear all this background noise, it's because we are actually a working coral farm, and we've got pumps and power heads running, and you know, because it's not my display aquarium, I don't need it to be running quiet. I just need it to be running efficiently. So I don't worry too much about water noise, and I don't worry about if the pumps are making a bit of a racket. You know, as long as it's functional, that's all that matters. There's our little single one there that was glued onto a piece of vermitid snail, so I managed to snap the top off. Well, there you go, reefers. A nice quick video on how to frag Heart of Chaos in close up, just like everyone wanted. All right, fraggers, take care. Bye bye.